And it's a building you may have never heard of, but it's one of the oldest in the city of Albuquerque. And right now, it's literally sliding off its foundation down a hill. And now here's how the group responsible for it is trying to upkeep and trying to save it.
Let's make it 221 years of history, 100 years from now.
One of the oldest buildings in the Duke City is turning 121 years old. But what makes something so old and not so well known so important?
Just so many great things have happened here. So I think that's really important to preserve that, to preserve the space and make sure it's there for future generations.
The house is the product of Charles Whittlesey, who came to New Mexico from Chicago in 1902 to supervise the construction of the famous Alvarado Hotel, where the Albuquerque Transit Center currently resides. The house was built in 1903 and was owned by the Whittleseys until 1908. The building went through a series of owners before becoming a fraternity house in the 60s, eventually becoming what is now the home of the Albuquerque Press Club.
It was a kind of a hub at the time for the city because it was, you could see all the way out to the volcanoes, you could see the mountains, all of that stuff.
The house still has a lot of its original structure and sits on the over 100-year-old foundation, which is concerning because every time it rains, the hill the building resides on loses a little more of its dirt.
And we don't want to slide down the hill. We don't want to lose our foundation because without it, the press club is gone.
To raise public awareness and celebrate the building's birthday, they're holding an open house and accepting donations. All funds go to the betterment of the building and cost for a structural analysis to be done.
Once you get one thing, once you get the questions answered, then it's like, okay, how much more do we have to put into this to make sure this place stays as it is?
The building is something not only the Whittlesey House Preservation Foundation hopes will stay for generations longer, but members that call it home as well.
It's all about friendship, community, uplifting each other. Everyone's super welcoming and super kind. It's like a judgment-free zone.
If you would like to learn more about the Whittlesey Foundation or its future events, we will have a link on our website at alwaysonkrqe.com.